name is Phượng.
My full name is Nguyễn Văn Hiếu.
My full name is Nguyễn Thị Linh.
And my name is Thủy.
We are Group 3.
Stereotype is a noble, generalized belief about particular category of people. It is an expectation that people may have about expression of particular groups. The type of expectation can vary. It can be, for example, an expectation about a group's personality, preference, or ability.
Later, we will talk about 3 examples of stereotypes.
The first, the Vietnamese eat dog meat.
And the second stereotype is Chinese rules are bad. Last but not least, the 3 stereotypes is about Lao Cai people ride horse to the school. Let's go.
What are they eating? They are eating dog meat. Dog meat? Oh, what? Really?
Yes. Oh, I can't believe they can eat dog meat. They're human friends.
Oh, but they don't think so. No, but this dish has been around for a long time. Very terrible. Referring to the Vietnamese, many foreigners will immediately think of eating dog meat. So, what makes them think so? According to a survey of the Asian Canine Protection Alliance, an average of 5 million dogs are consumed each year in Vietnam. This is a country with the second highest consumption of dog meat in the world. So, what's the reason Vietnam has such a large number of dogs? On vdog.wikipedia.org, one of the causes due to human food needs. In some poor rural areas, they teach dogs like on other animals. They raise them for food and extra income. At the Báo Mới newspaper, website baomuoi.com, many Vietnamese believe that dog meat is a traditional dish and it is a Vietnamese culture. They believe dog meat is an effective banish bad luck for the whole month or year. Master Dan Hudson said that, according to folk opinion, dogs are domestic animals not used for sacrifice, because in the past, the concept of dog worship only brought ill luck things. They consider that dogs represent the night and the death. When talking about dogs, many people often think about misfortune. Therefore, they wait until the end of the month, or at least through the full moon days, that they will eat dog meat. And when they encounter bad things, people often solve the problem by eating dog meat. Thus, many people eat dog meat for this reason. Gradually, this became their habit that led to dog meat becoming food from year to year. So it left a bad impression on foreign visitors, and the concept of Vietnamese eating dog meat was born.
However, many people believe that eating dog meat is Vietnamese culture, right or wrong, not considering the issue of cultural tradition. According to a survey of the ACPA, in Vietnam, every month people transport about 20,000 dogs from the south to the north for consumption. With dogs certainly have not been checked for origin, quality. They can carry many germs of disease that are harmful to our bodies, and if in the process of processing food, the meat without proper processing, the disease can exist and spread directly to people through the mouth. Many people are concerned about food, so they choose not to eat dog meat. Other think that dogs are loyal, friendly animals, should not kill them. According to a recent survey of Thanh newspaper, among the more than 2,200 interviewee opinions, the percentage of supporters and opposers of dog meat consumption were almost equal. Yes, 50% and no, 45%. In the website of Wikipedia, there are 11 regions in the world that popularly eat dog meat, including China, Indonesia, and Korea is the most country that consumes a lot of dog meat. This means that many other countries in the world eat and consume dog meat, not just in Vietnam, and not all Vietnamese eat dog meat. So it should not be concluded that dog meat is typical for Vietnamese culture.
Chào bạn, bạn đang chọn hàng à? Đúng rồi bạn. Bạn cho mình phỏng vấn bạn một chút được không ạ? Bạn có thường xuyên dùng hàng Trung Quốc không ạ?
Mình rất ít khi dùng hàng Trung Quốc.
Bạn thể cho mình biết lý do tại sao được không ạ?
Không chỉ mình mà mọi người thì thấy rằng hàng Trung Quốc giá rất là rẻ, nên là có khi chất lượng chưa được kiểm định.
Dạ vâng, mình cảm ơn bạn nhé. Mình chào bạn, bạn có thể cho mình phỏng vấn một chút được không ạ?
Vâng.
Bạn có thường xuyên sử dụng hàng Trung Quốc không?
Mình rất hay sử dụng hàng Trung Quốc.
Theo như mình biết thì mọi người thường nghĩ là hàng Trung Quốc có chất lượng rất là đẻo ấy ạ. Vậy tại sao bạn vẫn chọn dùng hàng Trung Quốc ạ?
Nhưng mà theo mình thấy thì hàng Trung Quốc nó chất lượng cũng rất là tốt, mà giá lại còn rẻ nữa, nên là mình rất hay dùng.
Mình cảm ơn bạn nhé.
Chinese goods of poor quality is no longer a strange concept for Vietnamese people. According to my Vietnam base, there is a clear stereotype of good quality buyers. Many consumers complain and have a negative view on Chinese products because, in addition to the diversified and eye-catching designs, the quality of that item is only normal and even below normal. Besides, many items are floating unknown origins and expiry date. A lot of consumers see that these items are a colorful design with Chinese characters and the words made in China. Referring to Chinese goods, people will think of counterfeit goods and poor quality goods that are smuggled and sold publicly on the sidewalk.
Not only in the Vietnam market, but also the European market, there is also the prejudice against poor quality Chinese goods. According to news.ring.vn, contamination milk and baby toys contain carcinogens, which are continuously discovered from Chinese goods. Mr. Anthony, European Commissioner, said, children's shoes from China have a chrome content exceeding 6 times the permitted level. This will be one of the carcinogens if the content hardly exceeds 3 mg. Not only children's toys and safe standards, but also many foods also have toxic substances. The melamine contaminated milk case about a year ago caused a stir in the world public opinion. Despite the toxic effects of melamine, Chinese milk manufacturers have added this chemical to enhance protein. While melamine is a commonly used substance in plastic manufacturing companies, 2 years ago, the Chinese dairy industry suffered a food safety scandal when milk contaminated with melamine, which have died for 6 children and affected more than 300,000 others. that makes the country's meal record around the world, according to a report by Interbrand, a consulting firm based in London, UK. About 66% of the 700 economic experts consider Chinese goods as cheap goods. Only 12% think that the quality of Chinese goods is improving. 80% think that Chinese products are low quality. It is this thing that not only Vietnamese people but also a few countries in the world have a bad view of the quality of Chinese goods.
China has a range of goods from popular to high-end, from very cheap ones to expensive products. Besides the goods of Chinese enterprises pretty good quality, some poor quality, there are also good quality goods of brands in the world. Currently on the Vietnamese market, goods are traded from the official quota to non-quota, taxes goods and tax evasion goods. Many Chinese merchants want high profits and always believe that Vietnamese people don't have a high income, so they like cheap goods. They choose to buy cheap Chinese goods. There is a small part of businessmen who don't have a good moral foundation, so they also make expensive brands and Chinese goods of low quality and cheap, making customers bewildered. The cheaper the goods, the more profitable the seller, but the poorer the product quality. Meanwhile, consumers would like information about the product, pay less attention to the quality, but pay more attention to the style, color, and price. So after a period of use, the product is quickly damaged or harmful to consumers. People whisper each other, the iPhone 6 was just announced the day before. The next day, the Chinese iPhone 6 was born. Product design is not only the same, but also more beautiful. Product features are not only more diverse, but also more beautiful. Take this example, neither to discuss intellectual property, nor to discuss more about copyright, counterfeit goods. This example shows that Chinese people are too good at invention and technology. Lenovo, Oppo, Vivo are all Chinese brands currently distributing the new products in Vietnam. Vietnam is also a strong market for these products. Put on a scale, the quality of Chinese products is not inferior to other famous brands. The camera of Oppo 5-7 brings satisfaction to users, but the prices of these products are very reasonable. According to the website Zings.vn, looking at the statistics of the top 10 smartphone companies and the biggest sale in the world, up to 3 Chinese brands are listed. Sales are just an example of development of Chinese products. The companies working focus on consumer needs to advance products with the most reasonable prices. Besides, Chinese domestic goods are very diverse in design as well as categories. The quality of those products is very good and the price is not high. In fact, not only China but also the developed countries have good quality goods and poor quality goods. From the above evidence, it is proved that the stereotype Chinese goods are bad is not correct. In fact, the sentence "what you pay for" is not wrong. As an uniform customer, it lets the chilling sentiment weigh on you. We make it right, broad quality goods yourself. Instead of spending $1,000, consider spending $1,000 to buy the next item, and everything will be different.
Hey guys, today we have a new member coming to our club. Let's talk together. I must go now. I will come back in 5 minutes.
What is your name? My name is Phượng. Nice to meet you, Phượng. Nice to meet you too. My name is Nhung. I'm from Thái Nguyên. Where are you from? I'm from Lào Cai. What? Lào Cai? Does your family have a horse? Do you ride a horse to school? I heard that the Lào Cai is covered by mountains and hills. There are no roads and transportation, so everybody move by horse and even buffalo. Is that right?
Unlike the past, the stereotype now came from the internet with the development of many social networks and other online websites. There are many more and more new nicknames, stereotype named for a part of community, a group of people, or people from special places, are commonly spread everywhere, such as hivn.com and Facebook like that. Other people in Lào Cai, and especially the girl in the skip, I'm usually asked some questions like this. Do you live in a mountain? Or do you ride a horse to school? So is a judgment wrong or not? Why? Why not? Actually, this makes me annoyed. I don't want to explain and even talk to them again. However, I feel better as a little time. I understand I need to tell them the truth, and the way of looking at other people in Lào Cai is wrong. And now, I'll show you the reason to prove this stereotype is not real. Lào Cai is northwestern mountainous province. It is really surrounded by mountains and hills, including two great mountain ranges, Hoàng Liên Sơn and Convoy. Because of bordering Chinese, however, the commercial economy and trade had increasingly broadened and developed. The infrastructure, such as roads and bridges, is focused on investment and expansion. With regard to the statement about the horses, I know you wonder there are many horses in Lào Cai. The answer is absolutely yes, but not all of the people have. The horses only appear in some districts, such as Bắc Hà and Sapa. They are raised for the purpose of joining the earlier competition and festival. The race week are embraced by the custom and tradition of the local people, are celebrated with a large scale today to attract the tourists. Therefore, it is not true that when you came from Lào Cai you will live in a mountain or ride a horse to school.
Through this course, we have gained a good understanding of different cultures as well as equipped more knowledge about cultures around the world.
Moreover, this course helps us gain more knowledge about cultures around the world, enabling us to have solutions, workarounds in every situation, know what to do and things to avoid. For example, should not add the edge of the opposite person if it is American. For Japanese people must take off shoes before entering their house. Therefore, we can apply effective manners after studying this subject in every communication situation.
Through this subject, we also have been training presentation skills. Moreover, we developed team building skills. Although it's quite difficult to unite the opinion of each member, we have understood and helped each other as we work together. Besides, we learned how to make this video and sound. Now, we use it more effectively and logically than we did before. In general, this is an interesting and useful topic for students.